I'm Latina and we have a lot of things in common with Italians.
Après, moi, je viens d'une ville plutôt du nord-ouest de la France. Je trouve qu'en Italie, les gens sont beaucoup plus tranquilles, vivent beaucoup plus dehors.
When I leave the country and come here, the space for people to express is much bigger than in China.
I'm coming from the Middle East, so like we have different perspective for everything.
Peut-être sur la manière de s'exprimer, les Italiens sont très expressifs.
So I have some Italian friends, and then I remember one time it was like 10 p.m. They drank coffee. At that time, coffee for them is just like water.
Well, I do still feel like I am adjusting to the lifestyle of walking or taking public transportation, but I don't think I've faced that many difficulties.
For refugees who come from like other places to Italy, there is no guidance and people like really lose themselves.
I'm really grateful with Italy and with the Italians that when you arrive, they make you feel like a family.
Aussi, ce qui a été difficile quand je suis arrivée, c'était de me faire à l'idée que j'allais vivre dans une ville que j'aime, qui est inaccessible à un des membres de ma famille, mon papa.
The language barrier is also a key problem.
So the first 6 months, I think it was the most difficult 6 months. I had no money, and also, as I mentioned before, I don't speak any language. So you don't have money, you don't have a single euro, and you don't speak any language. So what you gonna do?
When you live in Rome, you have to pay for the rubbish tax, right? But the streets are still sometimes dirty, and the rubbish are not always in a mess.
You cannot feel motivated to recycle when the street is all full with trash.
Where does this money go?
Everyone says the trash is an issue. I mean, to me, I'm from Philadelphia, and I think that's also kind of a dirty city. Italians probably have less waste than we do. They're not ordering a bunch of takeout food. They tend to eat everything, at the restaurant or drink their coffee at the cafe. I haven't felt much difference being a man in Rome versus back home, but there definitely seems to be a difference in how women are treated.
Even in Colombia, some men look at you, but they are prudent if they see you with another guy. But here in Italy, they look at you and then they look at your men like, you wanna fight?
Okay, being man back home, I was soldier all the time over there. You are a man, you don't have to cry, you should go and fight, you should get married, you have to get 5 kids, your wife has to say no word, and it's like, she has to respect you, you have to be respected. But right now also being here in Rome, attending an American university is just like, make like the definition of masculinity more lighter in my brain. I don't have to show my power every day.
De mon expérience, j'ai quand même l'impression que le sexisme est plus explicite en Italie.
The men that I've met maybe harbor a little more misogyny or like expectations of women to be a certain way or to think a certain way.
To be a woman could feel sometimes overwhelming in both places, especially because of the beauty standards. That's a cultural thing that I think that should change in both countries.
Malgré ça, je trouve que comparé à la France, où les femmes peuvent avoir les mêmes rôles de genrés, une certaine position de la maman italienne qui est très forte, qui est très affirmée.
Honestly, because of beauty standard imposed on women, I was really worried and ashamed to show my body. I had never worn a crop top when I was in China. I started to try those clothes I had never tried before, so I have more freedom wearing what I want here.
I loved being here because people was quite easy to communicate with them.
In Latin America, at 25, the most of them had 3 children, a career, everything is set. But here you are a young person, so I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more free to express myself.